What if the thing you're holding on to is the very thing holding you back? What if peace isn't something you chase, but something that finally finds you when you choose to let go? Stay with me for a few minutes, because I think it's time you stopped carrying what God never asked you to hold. If you've been carrying something heavy, we're walking through the woods today, but really, we're walking through something deeper. This isn't just nature. This is your moment to breathe, to listen, to maybe let go. Because I know you've been holding on to something, a relationship, a pattern, a version of yourself you've outgrown, and maybe it's been weighing you down for so long, you've started to think it's just who you are now. But I want you to hear this. You're not stuck. You're not broken. You're standing on the edge of something new. I practice letting go. When something no longer fits the future God has for me, I pause. I pray. I ask, is it right to release this? And if it is, I let it go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means making space for what's next. Jane Hardy says in Making Space, sometimes the most productive thing we can do is give ourselves permission to pause. Isaiah 43:18-19 says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I'm doing a new thing. But how can God do something new in you if your hands are still full of the old? What's keeping you small? What's keeping you silent? What are you afraid to release because you've wrapped your identity around it? Here's what I know. You don't need to be perfect to move forward. You just need to make a better choice today. As Dr. Shad Helmstetter wrote in Choices, most of us live our lives by default. But the life we want, that's on the other side of a better choice. So I ask myself, if I were already the man God created me to be, what would He choose today? Then I do that, even if I'm scared, even if I don't feel ready. Because healing doesn't wait for perfect timing, it starts with a willing heart. And I'm done living by fear. I'm ready to live by faith. So here's your moment. This isn't just a video. This is your turning point. 1. Write down what it's time to let go of. Be honest. 2. Ask God for wisdom. He promises to give it. James 1:5. 3. Replace the lies you've been living with truth. Because the words you speak to yourself become the blueprint for the life you build. Build something beautiful, not from pressure or guilt, but from truth, from peace, from a God who already calls you enough. You're not just letting go, you're stepping into alignment. You're rising into the person you were always meant to be. So stay with this journey. Watch through to the end. Let the silence speak. Let God speak. And then let go. Because you're becoming. And this might just be the moment everything changes. As I walk through this forest, something in me exhales. The quiet, the stillness. It reminds me how important it is to let go. I practice letting go. When it's time to move forward, when something no longer fits the future God has for me, I pause. I don't rush. I think it through. I sit with it, pray over it, weigh the consequences. And if it's time, if I know in my spirit that I need to release it, I let it go. Letting go isn't always easy. Sometimes it's people. Sometimes it's patterns. Sometimes it's the story I've been telling myself for way too long. But growth requires space. And sometimes the most productive thing we can do is give ourselves permission to pause. Scripture tells us the same thing. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:18-19. God is always doing something new, but we won't see it if our hands are still clenched around what's behind us. And it's not just about letting go, it's about choosing differently. If you enjoyed this journey, please like and subscribe. Thank you for joining. See you in the next video.